Yeah, what a great weekend for Red Raiders. To be able to play in Fort Worth the day after our football team won a Big 12 championship. I was thrilled to have Red Raiders in the house, man. We took over Dickies, and it was as expected. It was cool. We got a chance to go to the football game. Our whole team did, and we had great seats, and it was awesome to talk about it after because I asked our team what they saw from it. And obviously you could say, hey, it was cool to see them win a Big 12, but they said to a person that it was awesome to see how they celebrated each other and how connected the team looked and how well they competed, even when it was 7-0 to start and they scored. It just, you saw like a real love for each other, and our team commented on it. It was really impactful for our team to see that, to experience it, to watch us win a Big 12 championship, and to see like what it takes, because we got unbelievable coaches, administration. Just how loud was it when we rolled into that? It was unbelievable when we rolled in and it was packed. And our guys, if that didn't give you chills and make you want to compete for a championship, I don't know what does. So just a really inspiring day on Saturday to see that and to witness it and watch the way our guys compete. And I thought it helped us today, honestly. And just building into this, how well we have to play defensively to be great. That was kind of the other takeaway, and how great our defense is in football. And I thought our team's seeing that. If you want to play in championships and win them, that's the way you do it. You do it with your defense, and then you allow your offense to be a byproduct of that. And I thought we did that today also. And this guy was tremendous, man, from the jump. He just has a composure level to him. He's making all the right plays. And I wish he'd make a couple free throws at the end. But other than that, he's really doing all the right things. And ultimate competitor, I don't take him off the floor. He's super tough, and thankful to get a win in Fort Worth against a great LSU team.
Corey, you want to start us off, Christian? You talked about team cohesion and the need to practice, and it was noticeable that you were able to proceed with that expectation. Can you kind of talk about what went into practice this week?
I'll let Chris answer it.
Just I think just, like you said, going in the football game and, seeing how everybody's, celebrating each other and how tight they're playing and, how they look on the field, that's how we wanted to go into the game. And in practice, we, focused on, celebrating everybody and being super focused defensively, being, just doing the stuff we work on and going and executing our game plan and, just being ready for that and not taking plays off and not even trying to, slip on even one possession and being in stance every single time, just being so precise on everything. So, and I think, that showed on the court today, and our practice habits is what, is going to contribute to how we play in the game. So I think that's how we need practice all week, every time.
Christian, you had 27 points. So important was 8 assists also. How has your game improved from your freshman year to your sophomore year, and how have you dealt with that change of being a leader?
Yeah, I think, it's a different team freshman year than it is sophomore year. I think we had a really great team last year, and I think we also have a really great team this year. But it's just, when you play with new guys and, with the transfer portal and everything, new guys coming in and, they've played on their teams and you got to know their strengths and their weaknesses too, and just getting adjusted to everybody and how they play. I think, it would take some time, but, they make it super easy for me to go out and perform. I can trust them to hit shots and make plays when I need them to, and they trust me to do the same thing. So, yeah, I just think it goes to, how connected we have to be off and on the court just to know everybody. And, I think it's getting better every game.
Back to Corey. Coach, you talked about how LSU is a legit top 25 team, and they have a very strong offense, and you were able to stifle that defensively. Could you just talk about your game defensively as a whole?
Well, one, it started with our ability to get back in transition and not give them transition baskets. And early in the game, they didn't get a lot of them except when he had that layup and got blocked and fell on the ground, and they banged that three on us. I just thought our transition defense was what it needed to be, so then they had to play a half court. Then the other part of it was our ability to get the ball out of Thomas's hands and make him an early passer, not an assist passer. I mean, they ended up with 6 assists. And so how well could we make him make the hockey assist and not get in the paint and score and make the direct assist. And I thought our energy to do that over the course of the game was tremendous. Jalen Petty's defense and his offense today really gave us a lift. He was unbelievable, and he's taken a big jump in that regard. And I also thought Donovan Atwell's defense was great too. So how we defended him, I thought, was really what was the difference.
Christian, could you just talk about Watts and Toppin both had double doubles? You guys came out on fire, hitting the three. I mean, it was a real strong start, and yet you guys just kept the pedal to the metal all afternoon.
Yeah, obviously Toppin, who he is and how offensive a force he is, and defensively rebound the ball, offensively rebound the ball. But yeah, Lawan, I think he was huge for us today, both scoring but also crashing the glass and defending too. And I think he's worked on it a lot this week, and he's such a hard worker and he wants to improve every single day. So, I just give credit to him for, being able to make that jump and keep improving. But yeah, Lawan has been awesome for us, and JT Toppin, everybody knows who he is, and he performs every single night. So yeah.
And then just coming off what Coach said, the big day yesterday for the football team. I mean, this is probably one of the most magnificent weekends in the Metroplex for Texas Tech. Let's just get your thoughts of what he had said. You guys got inspired by football and where you just kept it going today.
Yeah, just, pulling up to the game, and it was sold out crowd. You see a bunch of Red Raider, a bunch of red jerseys, white jerseys. I think, we completely took over AT&T, and, just walking around and seeing everybody supporting us, coming up to us, trying to take pictures, saying how excited they were for this game. It's something that kind of inspires you and, kind of motivates you to go out and perform. Last time we came here, we lost, so, we wanted to kind of, start out on fire and, start out on a good note, and I think that's what we did. And, our Red Raiders came out to support us today, and so I'm glad we were just able to perform in front of them.
And Coach, just getting this win here today probably gives you some confidence for next Saturday as you come back to the Metroplex.
Yeah, the biggest thing for us is we got to get better. And I've been saying it, and we finally mentioned it. We had a great week of practice. It was the first time we'd ever been able to practice 3 times in a row, and with this team. I mean, we hadn't had Lawan, we hadn't had Tyree, and we hadn't had Luke in these practices like this. So to get those 3 guys, I thought Lawan made the biggest jump, and we need those other 2 guys to get better too as our team improves. And the better we play defensively, the better we'll play. And we know we're going to have to play great defense against an Arkansas team that's prolific. I mean, they can score, they're fast, they're aggressive, played against their point guard. And I coached with their point guard of their team, and I have a ton of respect for them. Obviously, we played them in the Sweet 16, so that one will have an edge. We need everybody at that game at the American Airlines. I mean, that's going to be a huge one for us. It's going to have significant ramifications on our ability to play in postseason, and to be able to have a game in Dallas where we do this again, where we have more fans than Arkansas. They played Baylor last year and swarmed the place and had significantly more fans than Baylor did. So we need the help of the Red Raiders again. We got a lot of fun games to come up. Watch that one, then head out to Miami too, and then we got New York. So we got some great ones on the docket.
On that note, you got football team win in Arlington yesterday, you win in Fort Worth today, playing Dallas in 8 days. What does it mean to get the Red Raider faithful moving in the Metroplex and establishing a base here?
Well, the biggest thing for us, as you know, is having a schedule that puts us in position to win. And we got Northern Colorado, who I think is unbelievable. You go look at their net, they're one of the best teams in the country. Our schedule's legit. But playing in the Metroplex gives us a lift. Why? Because we have an advantage, because we have more people here that'll show up to games, and it's like playing a home game. Honestly, it is. So anytime you can play a game that's like a home game, it gives you an edge. And I thought today gave us an edge, but by the way people showed up. And so I'm so thankful, and our team gets better. And with a home environment, it gives you an opportunity to win a meaningful game in December.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank y'all. Good to see you. Welcome.